Well, Russia's president says he now has nuclear weapons on standby in Belarus. And that's where Vladimir Putin launched his invasion of Ukraine more than a year ago. Speaking Friday, Mr. Putin boasted about the number of nukes Russia has, with some choice words for NATO.
We have more of these weapons than NATO countries do. They know that, and they keep telling us to start negotiations on reductions. Well, you know what? They can shove it.
Well, Putin says there is a serious danger of NATO being drawn further into the war by supplying military weaponry to Ukraine, and he says more nuclear weapons will be sent to Belarus throughout the summer as a warning to the West about supporting Ukraine. For more, Mashir joins us now live from London. A very combative sounding Putin, Neda, with a warning for the West.
Yeah, he was certainly combative in his tone, Layla, though he was clear in his messaging, that line that we have often heard from President Putin throughout his invasion of Ukraine, that for the Kremlin, from Moscow's perspective, this is about containment. This is about Russian state security. Now, as you mentioned, that this is only the first batch of tactical nuclear warheads to be deployed to Belarus, of course, a key backer of President Putin throughout his invasion of Ukraine. And that full transfer of nuclear tactical weapons to be deployed to Belarus is anticipated to be completed by the end of the summer, to be placed on standby there as the war rages on. But President Putin once again reiterating that for Moscow, this is about containment. This is a move that has been designed, developed to guarantee Russia's state security, in his words. Take a listen.
The use of nuclear weapons undoubtedly is theoretically possible for Russia. For Russia, it is possible if there is a threat to our territorial integrity, independence and sovereignty, to the existence of the Russian state.
Now, at this stage, the US government says it is closely monitoring the situation when it comes to the deployment of tactical nuclear weapons in Belarus, but sees no indication that the Kremlin has any plans to use nuclear weapons against Ukraine. No reason for the US to adjust its own nuclear posture at this stage. But of course, this has raised alarm bells within Ukraine and amongst its NATO allies. We've heard from Ukraine's own ambassador to the United Kingdom warning that the West should be taking this move very, very seriously. And as you mentioned there, President Putin had his own warning for the West, focusing on the NATO alliance, warning that they could be drawn further and deeper into this conflict through their supply of weapons to Ukraine. Of course, noting that Russia has a larger stockpile of tactical nuclear warheads than the NATO alliance.